Hey, hey, hey! It's time for Tone Wars! I'm Carrie, and this is Jared, and we just finished watching the Lions win the NFC. Right? They're going to the NFC Championship.
Yep.
Right?
That's why we're a little late tonight. We just wanted to finish the game.
The last few minutes of the game. Wow.
Yeah, it was a great game. It was kind of a nail biter.
It was.
Up to just past the first half.
They were tied at the half, and then we got way ahead, and then they got one, and we thought, oh no. But there was an interception. Interception.
That was a good game.
The Lions haven't done this well in
91?
In my lifetime. Yeah.
Yeah, 91.
It's been so long.
Yeah, the whole stadium was just going crazy, man. It was nuts.
I heard that the stadium last week when Stafford was back. So I guess the noise bothers him. He always would tell everybody to be quiet or whatever. So there was this thing, like, be as loud as you can. They measured the decibels there, and it was as loud as a jet engine taking off.
Man.
Yeah, super loud. And it worked.
Oh,
Got the better.
They cracked them.
Yeah.
They cracked them hard, man.
No,
Yeah.
we're not super football fans at all. Like, I remember in years past, we're like, who cares, whatever. But it's so exciting that the Lions are doing so good this year.
I always just gave up on them because they either choked or just, it was always this horrible record. So I was like, whatever, I know, fair weather fan, whatever, but, there's other reasons why I didn't watch football for a long time, but we won't get into that here. I don't know. I always got stuff to do. I tell you what, though, like when I'm changing strings on a guitar or I'm practicing in the living room, it's kind of fun to watch the game because I don't need the commentary. I know what's going on. So I'm like, okay, I can play guitar and watch a game and, enjoy myself. So
I think the droning of the commentary is what bothers me the most. Like, the constant monotone.
The dudes'
voices,
You don't like hearing dudes talk.
Oh, it's not that. It's just the droning on and on. And,
Yep, I get it.
Anyways, we are here, and it's freezing outside.
It is.
Yeah, turn the fan on, though, because it is not freezing down here.
It's freezing outside. Can you turn on the fan? What?
It's going to be 40, though, by the end of the week.
Yeah, wow.
All melty and stuff.
That fan is loud.
Is it super loud?
Yeah, in my in-ears, it's like so bad.
But I'm super hot.
Okay, I'll leave it on here and there. When I'm playing, I'll turn it on and turn it off while we're talking. How's that?
Okay.
Well, I'll cool you off first.
Well, let's say hi. We got Acoustic. Hello.
Hey, haven't seen you in a bit. Good seeing you, man.
Braxel is here. Hi, Braxel.
What's up, Braxel?
Ryan Fraley says, what's up, Detroit?
What's up, Detroit?
We just playing some football.
Nothing special.
Ben Burnett.
What's up, Ben?
He said we're late because you got to put your makeup on. Jimmy says, nice. This is the only thing I look forward to every week because of all the good information Jared and everyone in the chat gives me.
Oh, well, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Hopefully we'll have some more good info for you here. Ask away, man. That's what it's all about.
Steve-O is with us. Happy Sunday.
Steve-O, what's going on, man? How you doing? Good to see you.
Vince Salutari.
Vince.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey. What's going on, Vince? Good to see you, man.
Tony Krozik is here.
Tony. What's happening?
He says he's excited for the show.
By the way, while we're reading off names, I just want to let you guys know that we never take it for granted when we see names here all the time. We actually, we so much appreciate it. It's so nice to see, you guys here every week. It really means a lot to us. So just so you know, it never goes unnoticed and it's never not appreciated.
Unless you don't put yourself in the chat, and then it's totally unnoticed.
Yeah, because we don't see you. But other than that, yeah, it's good to see you guys.
Chris Nash is here.
Hey, what's up, Chris?
Yo. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Ryan Fraley says, I don't blame you guys for watching the football. Best of luck from us suffering Bears fans who are still owned by the Packers.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Sorry to hear that, man. Thank you. It's just been so long. It's kind of nice. We were at the lounge earlier, and, every time something happened, everybody's just we're like, okay. Cigar almost went down my throat.
I spilled my water all over my cigar and knocked it over.
Oops. It's kind of like, whoa.
Jason Taylor is here.
Hey, Jason. Haven't seen you in a bit. Good seeing you, man.
He says, I'm in the Bay Area, so looking forward to the 49ers and the Lions. Absolutely.
Hell yeah, man. It's on.
Tyler James is here.
What's up, Tyler?
Let's see. Chris Nash says, here in the D.C. area Friday, it'll be 58. Woohoo! Glory, yes.
Yeah. It's going to be in the 40s next week. I've had a whole week off. I haven't worked. So I did captures for the tonx instead for 3 days. That was fun. Honestly, I would rather have watched trucks. That's so much work.
David Brown says, found your channel recently during my search for my first tube amp. Picked up a little 15-watt EVH. Great content.
Nice. Thanks, man.
Thanks
I appreciate
for joining us, David.
Yeah, thanks, dude. Thanks so much. How you liking the amp?
Yeah, put it in the chat. CS says, good evening, y'all.
What's up, Chris?
What's up, y'all?
Cheers, dude.
Joey Palmer is here.
Joey, what's happening?
William Zust says, I'm a lurker.
I'm a
He's
lurker.
been lurking.
He's been lurking.
Instead of participating.
Yeah, about time we saw your
Thanks
name.
for jumping in the pool.
Yeah, thanks, man. We like to see the shout-outs, man. We want to know who's here.
Seymour Butt says, oh, nice, a video to watch tonight.
What's up, Seymour Butts?
You got a video? Joey Palmer says, go Ravens.
Go Ravens. Block him.
Right. I won't. Let's see, sorry. Paul Smith says, I made it better late than never, was watching the game. Yeah, we were too.
Yeah, it was a good game, wasn't it, Paul? Good to see you, man.
Jim Simmons, what do you think of the new Laney 4x12 Furfur cabinet? That will be presented at NAMM. He says it's supposed to be a game changer.
Wow, I would love to review it. I haven't played it yet. I haven't even played their 2x12. Everybody says it's great, but I have never played it. It's hard. They're hard to find. I can't find them around here. So if I get my hands on one, trust me, I will definitely demo it for you guys. The best one I've tried so far is the new Fender. And I was blown away at how good that thing sounded. But that's...
Did you have to give that one back?
Yeah, that was from Motor City.
Yeah.
They actually sold it the next day. It was sold, yeah. Yep.
Look at you being all productive and stuff.
Productive and stuff. That's just the glasses.
It is.
See?
You guys notice his new glasses?
This is unproductive. This is productive.
It's like reverse Superman.
Exactly. Yeah, when I take them off, I'm useless. When I put them on,
useless. Good for nothing.
nerd powers activate. I get all my nerd shit done.
Like them. Let's see who is next. Riff Wraith says, "Yo, it's been a while since I caught you guys live.
Yeah.
What's up?
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming back.
I remember you. Good to see you.
Marty 5. I remember you.
5. Whoa.
Good evening,
We're about to
everyone.
send out a search party, man. We were wondering what happened to you.
Here's to Marty 5.
Yeah, cheers to Marty 5. Good to see you, buddy. Haven't seen
little,
you.
Golden margarita for you.
Haven't seen you in a long time. Good to see you, man.
Let's see. Aiden. Ooh, that's a fun last name. Zestapil. Is it Peel? Pill? Zestapil.
Ooh.
Is there any difference in the sound quality of a 2x12 or 4x12 cab? Which brand do you suggest?
So you're talking about just regular guitar cabs? Yeah, so go ahead and let me know if it's a regular guitar cab or a FR. But as far as regular guitar cabs goes, yeah, there's a difference. I find that the 4x12s, although they sound great, they're a bit airy, which some people really like. It's a big sound and they're a little airy. But the 212s, in my opinion, are more my taste because I like how punchy and tight they are. So, but you know, voicing wise, they're pretty much the same. It's just, what do you want? You want a bigger sound, or do you want something that still sounds huge, but it's got that really tight thump to it? So it just depends on what you want. And I would assume that the same could be said about a 4x12 or 2x12.
Did you tell him what brand?
Oh, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah.
I love the Mesas, man. Mesa makes, in my opinion, some of the best cabs out there. It's usually my go-to. I have a couple cabs down here. I like them all, but I always end up back on the Mesa for some reason. I just like their cabs. Maybe it's the speakers. Maybe it's a combination of the cab and the speakers. I don't know, but I love them.
Riff Ray says, I just ordered a tonx. Going to be getting some packs from you, bro.
Oh, cool, man. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. Start off with, I mean, the Ultimate Brutal Volume 2 is freaking money, man. That one came out really good. So thank you. And let me know if you have any questions or anything. You can email me or whatever. I'll help you out best I can.
Seymour Butts says, I'm looking for a cab to use with several amps. Do you think Mesa V30 cabs are the best for metal?
I think they're definitely one of the best. Yeah, I would say that's the safest bet. Other cabs can get a little, you know, I don't know, looking for the right word here. Some cabs are really specific to certain amps or certain genres, but I find that the Mesa Vintage 30s are just great. They really are. There's a reason why that's typically what you see in studios and on stage. I mean, they're just great cabs. Love them.
Let's see.
I'll turn the fan off for a minute.
Flux says, go Carrie and Jarrod. I think it's great someone bought you a TMP, but it's still a toy till they add capturing and profiling.
Oh, good to see you, man. Thank you. Yeah, I want them to add capturing so bad. I think that this product, I mean, look at it. Isn't that a nice looking interface? Isn't that nice? Look at all the graphics and big screen. And I think it's the first time you've seen it, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, this thing's nice. Everything's labeled. You got the scribble strips and all that.
It's actually the easiest to read. That whole, like, DOS screen.
Oh, yeah, and the other one, yeah, the KEMPER, that screen's terrible. No, this is great. It really is. I mean, they really went all out on this. I think it's got a lot of promise, but, man, I really hope they turn this into a profiler because I think this thing would be amazing as a profiler. It's got plenty of effects.
Tony says, cheers, guys. Coffee and Bailey's for me. Ooh.
Hey,
I had
cheers to you.
Coffee this morning with some Irish cream flavoring in it. It was very, very good.
I haven't had that in a while.
Me either. But when I was at the coffee shop, I was like, I'm going to try it.
Yeah, Irish cream's awesome.
Marty Five says, I got a busy job, remember?
Yep.
He said, now I have told my boss to stick it where the pickle don't brine. So I'm a free guy again.
Stick it where the pickle don't brine. That's a good one.
We're glad that you're back in your free time.
Good for you. Hope your boss enjoys his pickle.
They aren't human, says I only have 412 angle Agnator. Is it a Basson? B-A-S-S-O-N? A Gens Benz G-Flex.
Oh, Gens Benz, yeah.
Gens Benz.
Yeah. Nice.
Braxel says, Jarrod, which DI box do you use with your Signal Art reamp box? I also heard a company called Undertone Audio makes good boxes for DI and reamp. I use the Rupert Neve with excellent results.
Oh, good question. I don't actually use a DI box. I just plug it straight into my interface. No DI box at all. And I haven't had any issues. So, you know, I do have a DI box laying around here somewhere, but I haven't seen the need for using one yet. But maybe I should try that down the road and see if there's a difference.
Joy Palmer says KSR makes great cabs too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They sure do, man. They make some good stuff over there at KSR.
Flux says, I'm looking forward to checking out the new Laney 4x12 for at NAMM. Interesting idea. Also getting to talk to KSR before I order a PA50.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the PA50s are highly recommended if you're going with a digital platform and a cab. You know, I know what that noise means. Turn on the fan. Yeah, the PA50 is great for that, and it really keeps your tone sounding as legit as possible. It's awesome.
They aren't human, says not big on 2x12. Wish I was, though. They're a lot lighter.
They are. Yeah. They're a lot lighter and they take up less space. The problem with a lot of people is if they, you know, I've had people say, yeah, I tried this speaker or that cabinet or whatever and it didn't have any low end, and I'm like, you still got it on the wheels, on the casters? They're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, take it off the casters, put that thing on the floor, connect it to the floor, and all of a sudden, there's your low end. So if that's the case, try that for sure.
Ryan Fraley says, Jarrod, did you do a review of the Mark 7?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mm-hmm.
So just go to the page, search for it?
Yeah, search for Tone Wars Mark 7, and you'll see it. I did a review of it. I shot it out with the JP as well.
Tony Krausick, also 4x12 cab can be easily boomy in a smaller room. 2x12 is more forgiving even in a studio environment.
That's true. Yep, that's true. You get a lot of great tight thump out of a 212. I really like them.
Sunnyboy76 says, Metropolis cabs are pretty sought after, but I never asked why. Any insights?
I don't know. They're made here in Michigan, but I have no idea.
How you know this stuff? How you know that?
I just know stuff.
Just know.
Useless information guy right here. But yeah, Metropolis is well, they're a Michigan company, and yeah, they make great stuff. He's a big Marshall guy. He makes a lot of like his versions, like modded Marshalls and stuff. But yeah, he makes great stuff. I'm not sure what the deal is with them. I've never played through one.
Braxel says, I hope you will not be mad, but I've been a 49ers fan for a long time. I'm sorry, but I want them to win next week.
Hey, I get it, man. All the best to you and your favorite team. You know, may the best team win. The only thing I care about is we enjoy the game.
Yes.
That's all that matters to me, man. I just want to. Yeah, oh yeah. I just want to have fun and enjoy myself, you know.
He says if the Lions win, I will be rooting for them in the Super Bowl. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And same for you. How's that? I'll root for your team if they win. There we go.
Jim Coleman says, sorry, late to the party. No need to apologize.
Hey.
Thanks for joining.
What's up, man? Good to see you.
Aiden Zestbill says, do you have any other Engel amps other than the Savage? Love your captures. Would love to see more Engel ones.
Oh, thank you. I've had the SE Founders Edition here, but it was on loan from Engel. I loved that amp. I've had the Iron Ball. I've had the Fireball. I'm trying to remember what else I've had here. Maybe that's about it. But yeah, I think for me, I've also had the Invader. I thought that was amazing. I thought that was a great amp. So I like the Invader as well. But I really like the Savage, Invader, and the SE Founders Edition. Those are my three favorites.
Jimmy, don't laugh, but I use a Harley Benton 2x12 with vintage 30s, and it's decent for the price.
It's a good cab, man. I had one here, too. I just sold it to a friend of mine, TJ. It's a great cab. Nothing wrong with that at all, man.
Flux says, also about the TMP, a lot of folks don't realize how much RAM and processing it takes to run graphics. It takes a lot for the GUI to show the amp face, knobs, etc. I wonder what is left after all that.
That's a good question. Yep, good point. I have no idea. But they do have a lot. It's 8-core, I think. So there's a lot of RAM in that thing. Let's hear it.
Marty, okay.
Go ahead and read.
Marty5 says, I still use my Helix floor through my Cali LP6s. Those are not portable, though. He's thinking about going tonx, though.
Gotcha. Yeah, tonx is super portable. You can almost fit that thing in your pocket. If you wear cargo pants, you could.
Carpenter pants or cargo pants?
Cargo pants with the big pockets. You could fit it in a cargo pants pocket.
Don't wear those. Only if you're a carpenter. You're a man of the trades, wear your pants.
Yep. If you're not, go pantsless. No pants are necessary.
Lululemon's for you.
Exactly.
Riff Raid says, I use the Harley Benton 2A12 upright, and it's Hadasha. No shame in using Harley Benton cab.
Yeah, they're good, man. They're good cabs.
Joey Palmer says, happy as hell for the Lions fans. Dude, it's been so long.
It really has.
Oh, Riff Ray, thank you. The Hadasha, he was laughing. He says it auto-corrected. It was supposed to say badass.
Oh.
Like, I just read it. Whatever.
Hadasha. All right. Bonsai. I don't know.
Bonsai!
Bonsai!
Like, go ahead. You want to play something?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Bonsai!
Bonsai! Trying to get this tuner to work here. I don't know what's going on with my. Don't tell me my battery died on my.
Oh, a guitar.
There it goes.
Guitar D says, how do you finance all your amps? You're sitting on like $30,000.
Actually, this chair only costed about $300. No, I actually I own a pressure washing business, and all the money that is spent on this channel comes from that, not YouTube. I wish YouTube paid me.
You had one fan buy you the Tone Master, right?
Yes.
And everything else.
Everything else. Or a local friend of ours, Jerry.
Yeah, donated.
He donated the Kraken. But yeah, I bought all this stuff, you know, with pressure washing money. I wish it was YouTube money. That would be nice.
Been eating ramen noodles for 5 years.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let me see what we got here.
I normally comment, but Steve Shaheen usually takes the reins. Smoke any meats tonight? We did. Oh, hi, Jordan.
Hey, Jordan.
I'm like,
what's going on?
I kind of recognize that name, but then I put it together.
Yeah.
We did. We smoked some turkey tonight.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I smoked lamb the other day with chimichurri sauce, and that came out amazing. We had that for lunch, right? And then we had smoked turkey breast for dinner.
Yeah,
And
delicious.
God, that was so
It
good.
was so good.
That's my new favorite thing to do because it's so quick.
Yeah.
2 hours, 2.5 hours, and it's done.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
We spent New Year's Eve with Jordan and Steve.
Yeah. Awesome people.
Sunny Boy says Tonx in a fanny pack. Tony pack.
Exactly. They're pretty small, man. You know, it's just a matter of time.
You ready? You want?
Yeah. Let me.
Back to Marty 5.
Let me mute us here, and let me play a few riffs, and we'll get going. Okay.
You back?
Yep.
There you go.
Talked to Fender. They said, "Oh, this could easily like profile if we put the algorithm in. There's no way it wouldn't. I mean, this thing would. It would be easy for it." And I'm like, "Well, then hop to it. Let's get going, guys."
Aiden Zestapil says, should one get studio monitors or an FR cab? wanting one for cab sims. Does one have more of a flat frequency response?
Well, studio monitors are always going to be the best option for you for home use. They're the flattest, least colored things, you know, sonically, and they're made for mixing music, and you're just going to get the most, you know, the flattest, most accurate tones out of those. So, and the thing is I did a couple videos about this too. So what I like about the studio monitors, like I'm listening through studio monitors right now, so I play my backing tracks through them, and I play the unit through them as well. I get the ping pong delays, stereo effects. Everything that I want just sounds perfect. It sounds stereo. I got this big sound. You got 2 speakers. You can separate them across the room. I get this really big sound. So I really like the studio monitors. But I mean, to each their own. Now the one caveat is you can't take studio monitors on stage with you. I mean, they just won't keep up. So you got to use an FRFR cab or have them pump you through the wedge or in-ears or whatever. But I would say for
the wedge.
Yeah, the wedge. Give you a wedgie. But for home use, I love studio monitors, and the Callies, the Callie Audios are, in my opinion, the best bang for the buck.
Jimmy, can you use one 2x12 V30s with and another 2x12 greenbacks in stereo and make it sound okay?
Oh yeah, absolutely. A lot of people do that. Or you can take a 212 and just put one of each speaker in there and mic them both for live use. I mean, there's all kinds of things you could do. A lot of guys take a 412 and X pattern it. They'll put 2 vintage 30s this way and 2 of another speaker that way. It's called the X pattern, and a lot of people do that, and it sounds great.
They aren't human says 4x12 also gives you 2 extra speakers. Almost always there's 1 best speaker, 1 okay speaker, and 2 meh.
That could be true. Now I know that every speaker sounds a little different. Mm-hmm. Like you really do when you mic a cab, you have to find the best speaker. They're all different, you know, and you find the sweet spot and on each speaker, and then you know run a riff through it, record it, and go, oh, I like this one the best, and you just stick with that speaker, you know. He's right. There's a lot of, you know, a lot of difference. Well, I shouldn't say a lot of differences between them, but there's a noticeable difference.
Fraxel says, Jarrod, you really should get a dedicated DI box. You will really hear a difference. Please research.
Oh, for sure, man. For sure.
Oopsie. I did.
Oh. There you
Thank you. What I did.
What I did.
Let's see. Now I gotta find where I left off. I know that was Braxel. There it is. Joey Palmer, what amp are you using?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you guys. I'm using the EVH Stealth in here with the Mesa cab, and it's mic'd with a 7B, I think, SM7B. I think that's what I'm using. Yeah, mic-wise. But I know I'm using the EVH Stealth red channel and the Mesa 412 cab.
Jeff Hirschberg says, I just put 2 V30s and 2 greenbacks and an X pattern in my V12 cab. Really liking the results. There you go.
And that's the thing, like if you can't make up your mind on which speakers you want to roll with, then just freaking put them both in there. It's the best of both worlds. Really is.
Gunnerman54 is here.
Gunnerman, haven't seen you in a butt. Haven't seen you in a butt.
Good. That's great.
That's great. I sound really surprised. Yeah, I haven't seen old Gunnerman in a butt in a while. You know, that old Gunnerman.
Sheesh.
No, I haven't seen you in a bit. Sorry about that.
Guitar D says, if you mess up, I would advise that you shouldn't drink and overdrive.
Hardy har har.
Let's see. Jimmy says, nice. I'll definitely try it out. Thank you. I really appreciate the help.
Oh, of course, man. Of course.
Seymour Butt says, I have a stupid question.
No such thing.
He says, I'm new to digital. If I buy a tonx, I can go to your website, download something, and have sick tones like you?
Yes.
Not a stupid question.
Not a stupid question. That's the best question of the night. No, that, you know, it's actually a really good question because a lot of people have been commenting on my tonx video that I put up yesterday, and they're like, man, when I first got the tonx and I tried a lot of the free ones, I was like, what the hell? There's a lot of really bad ones out there. And I'm not trying to like steer you towards my stuff, but I'm just saying there's just a lot of people that are like, oh, this will be fun. I'm going to capture my amp. And it's like, well, that was nice, you know.
That was nice.
I remember my first capture, you know, but it doesn't sound good because there's no room treatment. The mic placement's terrible. They got this Radio Shack mic in there, and it just sounds like ass, you know. So what I do is I treat the area that I'm miking, and I, you know, perfect mic placement, all that stuff, and I go out of my way to make sure every capture is tested and that they sound right. And so yeah, I mean, if you get a tonx and you go to my website, get one of the Ultimate Brutal packs, and I'm sure you're going to like what you hear. I really am. They sound amazing.
Mr. Spillify says the only thing is the monitor effect will make the combo sound different where you stand. Right in front of the greenbacks can sound honky, and right in front of the 30s is a bit harsh. Yeah,
you got to find that sweet spot, you know, and like, yeah, I mean, that's the thing about the greenbacks. They all have their characteristics, you know. You just got to figure out how to mic them best, you know. And my opinion with the vintage 30s is if you mic it right on the crease between the dust cap and the cone, I mean, right there, the middle of the mic straddles that crease, usually you're good. Then it's just a matter of finding where on that circle that you're supposed to put it, because that changes too. And then just find the sweet spot and leave it. Tape it around it and mark it.
They Aren't Human says the QC can have up to 4 separate signal chains. How many can Fender do?
Signal chains. I think, well, I haven't dug into this that far yet regarding that, but I know on the Fender, you just keep, it's one, you could put 2 signal chains on here, I think, and the one on the top, it's almost endless. I mean, I think there was a channel that were like, let's see how many pedals and stuff we could put on here before it runs out of DSP. And it took them a while. I mean, there was a lot that they could do with it. And then when you go down to the second signal chain, it starts all over again because they split the chips, you know. So I guess you could put a lot in here.
Split the chips.
They split the chips.
Especially if there's a guacamole.
Yeah. They have the girlfriend portion. But yeah, there's a lot you can do with this DSP wise.
Chris Nash says, same here regarding stereo image. I used to have a single Friedman ASM 12 but sold it and now run a pair of Galley LP6s instead.
Yep, it's a way to go, man. It sounds so much clearer and better. I think the Friedman cab was really good, but for FRFR cabs, except for the Fender one, and I'm not shilling for Fender, I'm just saying, like, I was shocked when I played the Fender. I was like, wow, there's no congestion, it's not nasally, it doesn't sound boxy, it sounds really good. There's some clarity here. I'm like, this is awesome. Some of the other cabs, the FRFRs, when they first came out, I mean, they always had this weird characteristic about them. It was like the Seven Dwarves. You got nasally, boxy, sleepy, sneezy, stupid. You know, I mean, they always had this weird Seven Dwarf character about them, where the Tonemaster one just didn't. It just sounded really good.
Flashback 01 says, hey folks, hope you're doing well. Just wondering what computer platform you're using there.
Computer platform? You mean for streaming? I'm using OBS. Yep, OBS.
They Aren't Human says, find myself using my QC more than my amps out of convenience, but I don't see myself parting with any of my tube amps. I'd go with monitor just because you can use for recording purposes as well.
Yeah, they serve a dual purpose.
And, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Very, very good point.
Let's see. We need a Kemper. Mike C says we need a Kemper pack for the JEL and Astro.
Oh, I can get on that. Yeah, thanks for asking. I'll get on that. I'll try to get those done as soon as possible for you guys. Absolutely.
CS. I hope you never see me in a butt. Same.
If you ever are, don't send any pictures.
No. Nope. Joey Palmer, he said butt.
He said butt. Yeah.
Tony Krosick says exactly. I run 2 British Mesa V30s X pattern with 2 Marshall G12T75 speakers. Excellent combination for most amps, but my 2x12 cabs get most of the workload.
Hell yeah, man. I love those combos. I know guys that run Texas Heat speakers with their vintage 30s or Swamp Things. I mean, there's There's all kinds of combinations out there that sound amazing.
Riff Rape, is Radio Shack still a thing? Did you date yourself?
Yeah, I said, yeah. Radio Shack mic.
I remember
the
Radio
realistic
Shack.
mics?
Yeah.
I've seen guys do that though. I've literally seen guys like put a realistic mic up to their cab and like, dude, check this out. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna. Nope. That's gonna sound like hot dog water. Nope.
Oh. Jeff Hirschberg says, yes, that new tonx pack is amazing. I can't recommend it enough.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that very much. Yeah, those came out good. Yeah, that was 3 days of 3 days of listening to guitar noises in my house, running up and down the stairs. That was fun. I'm on the phone and I'm like, let me mute you for a second. I mute the guy I'm talking to and I do a couple riffs and test the levels and then I hit, you know, capture and then there's these horrible like siren-y noises going through and I gotta run up the stairs. It's like 110 decibels down here and then I go upstairs and unmute. Okay, anyways, as you were. All this rumbling in the basement. I'm like, oh my God, my neighbors probably love me right now. But yeah, it was fun.
Tyler James says, I've decided to get the Astro for my birthday in March. Do you think I'll be happy plugging into my Mesa 1x12?
Yeah, I think you're gonna love that amp. I really do. I think the 1x12s are good. They're really focused, but I think it'll sound good if you're used to it. Okay, I'll put it to you that way. But if you're used to a 212 and you plug into a 112, it sounds good, but it just seems like it's missing some body. You know. So yeah, if I were you, I would probably look for a 212. I think you're gonna like it a lot more. You know, I think the 1x12s again are great, but once you go with something a little bigger that's got some thump to it, you'll never go back. You'll be like, okay, I see what he's talking about. This has some freaking balls, you know. So try that out if you get a chance.
Sunnyboy76 says, I still haven't gotten around to choosing amps to capture, but have you tried any firmware updates or software updates for the Headrush lately?
Oh yeah, what's going on, man? Yes, in fact, it's funny that you're asking me this. I'm going to do a video with that this week. I was looking at it the other day and I'm like, all right, I need to do another video with this and I'm going to update it and go through some stuff and do some more captures with it. So I appreciate you asking. And yep, I'm going to do that for sure. And I think I'm going to title, I already had it in my head, I'm going to title it, Let's Try This Again and see what happens.
Aiden says, can you do more DI captures?
Yeah, of which amps? And on what platform, so I know. But I do DIs now on everything, so every capture pack that you get from me has DIs in it.
Joey Palmer says, I'm really enjoying my new JP2C. Thanks again for content steering me towards it.
Oh, you're welcome, dude. I'm glad. Congrats. Yeah, that amp is sick, man. There's a lot of good stuff with that amp.
Flashback says, nope, he meant a Mac or a PC.
Oh, I'm running with the PC. Yep, PC.
Gunnerman 54, which one is more aggressive, the Lynx or your new Soldano?
You know, I haven't shot them out. Maybe I should do that. That's a good question. In fact, in tomorrow's Riffs and Responses, I compared the Soldano Astro with the Stealth 100 watt. So that'll be an interesting comparison.
Pifty says, hi, have you ever compared the Oddbox to the OCD?
Oddbox to the OCD.
What's OCD?
Oh, no, I don't think I have. I got a friend that's got one. I think we did compare it. Steve Shaheen, if you're here, I think you have an OCD or you had one. I'm trying to remember if we compared them. I think it was you that brought it over one time. Yeah, I vaguely remember.
Steve?
Shaheen, yeah.
Yeah, he's here. His is next. Okay. I'll probably pick up the Fender FR12 at some point. Not that I play live, but if I ever do, I want some stage volume.
Hell yeah, man. I think you'll like it at your house too, man. It's a pretty cool cab. It really is. Just set everything at noon and let her rip.
Christopher, how are you?
What's happening?
He says, love 2x12s, but still lust for a mean 4x12.
Yeah, 4x12s are great. They really are.
Cody Smith, and also, what was for dinner, Christopher?
How dare you not say?
We had smoked turkey, in case you missed it. Cody Smith, have you heard of the St. Rock Amperium? I just bought one.
No, I haven't.
Saint Rock, that must be an amp?
Yeah, I've never heard of that. Interesting.
Tyler James, maybe I'll repurpose the money I get from selling my POS Seymour Duncan Power Stage to get a Mesa 2x12 for more boom boom. I hate that stupid heart.
You can't
I want
read.
that thing off of my screen.
Crazy,
you still don't have it?
I think I do, but yeah, you got to wait for someone to comment
Yes,
so it pushes it past
or
it.
I'm like,
No, yeah, it's great, dude. I would sell that. I would totally sell that and get yourself a 212. I think you'll like it. I really do.
You gonna play something?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna play. Yeah, let's do some Sphinx before I switch guitars, and then I'll do some other stuff for you when I switch to my other guitar. 1 second here, guys.
Saunter over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna saunter. Okay, here we go. We're back. All right. My head is pounding so hard right now I could barely think.
You drank a lot of water.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you had pop at the lunch. So.
That diet pop always dehydrates the crap out of me.
Cody Smith says it's a modeler Saint Rock like the Tonx, but has effects, and it's from Russia.
Dude, I've never heard of that. I'll have to look that up. Thank you.
Riff Ray says, I wish they would make a 212 Fender Furfur.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Jimmy, anyone use a parametric EQ and graphic EQ or both at the same time?
I've used a parametric, or wait a minute. I can't even think right now, sorry. The one with the lines on it. Where is it? The 10 band from MXR.
He's going to look to see what it is. If you're not feeling good, say so.
I'm all right. This one right here.
Here it is.
I've used that as an overdrive and as a EQ in the loop, and it's great. It really is. Really, really good.
Marty 5, for my 8-string, I split my signal, then 2 EQs, one for the bass into the bass amp and the other EQ into a plexi for the higher 5 strings. Split point is about 400 hertz.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've seen other guys do that. You probably don't have a bass player. Is that why you do it that way?
Let's see. Christopher says smoked turkey is always a win. Tonight's dinner is sriracha, garlic, ginger, sticky pork loin, served on top of fresh steamed rice with steamed butter, and sesame broccoli.
That sounds really steamy. That sounds good, dude.
Yes,
that
it
sounds
does.
damn good.
Riff Wraith says, yes, I do when I chase the injustice for all tone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Jimmy, any recommendations for a good parametric EQ? I was looking at the Empress or Master Me effects and was wondering if there are any others worth getting.
There's some good digital ones out there that you can program that I think is really cool. The brands don't come to my mind right now because it's too busy throbbing, but...
you should drink some regular water, too. This crystal sparkling water is fancy.
I'm running out of room over here. Got a whole drugstore over here
like, here you go.
That sparkling water's awesome, though.
I know. Jimmy says, any recommendations for a good... Oh, I already read that one. My bad.
My bad.
Flux, sounds great. I'd love to see you put the TMP, QC, and Helix EVH stealth models through a shootout. First against each other as models and then against the real amp.
Hell yeah, man. I'm planning on it. I am planning on that. That'll probably be a 5-hour shoot, getting all that done. But yeah, I'm planning on doing something like that really soon. Yep.
Joey Palmer says, headaches suck, man.
Dude, this one came out of nowhere, like literally.
Yeah, you were fine.
Yep. As soon as we went live, I felt it. And I'm like, oh, I feel a little. And then within 5 minutes, I'm like, oh, God, this is full blown. Like, yikes.
Klaus says, hello, good evening, guys.
Hey, what's happening?
It has Klaus.
Good to see you, man.
Flux, I love the deep dive ability of the Source Audio EQ2. I use mine to give my Diesel VH4 Diesel Herbert mid-cut at 430 hertz.
Yeah, man. It's nice to really sculpt your amps. It really is. You can really create your own sounds with those.
50 says, water for fishes, beer for men. Flux, hopes you feel better.
Thank you. Yeah, it's pretty wicked right now. I usually don't complain about how I'm feeling when I'm live, but this one's like, it's just, I'm getting my ass beat right now. That's why she left at first. I was like, can you give me some Advil? She's like, sure. Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to kick in. Usually about 10, 15 minutes, I could start feeling a little bit of relief. So hopefully that happens.
So it can take 20 or 30, though. Don't freak out yet.
Yeah, don't freak out yet. Yeah, but we'll see.
Aiden says, have you tried the Marty Friedman Engel signature? It's a great amp.
Ah, speaking of that, I might be getting one here sent from Engel.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's I can't wait to get it. Moving on.
Causing trouble. You're causing trouble.
It's just funny the way you said it. Ooh, nice.
It's nice that the company is trusting you with their product for free.
It's just funny the way you said it.
Flux, what model are you playing tonight in the TMP?
I am playing.
I am going to talk like this.
Robotic. I'm using the Stealth. The Stealth red channel tonight. And it's really nice.
Such a turd. Caught up with the comments.
All right, let me play something.
You gonna play something stupid for us?
Yeah, I'm gonna play something stupid. I'm gonna play something nice. Let me see.
Drink your water.
Let me see if I can screw this
Drink
song
your
up.
real water.
Well, all this laughing is getting my mind off of the pain. So.
You're gonna have to go pee in about 15 minutes.
I know. That'll be fun. All right, wait a second here, guys. There. Knocked a little dust off of there.
We're back.
Fun times.
Fuck, says the carry bot voice.
The carry bot.
I'm just glad I have a voice this week. Remember
Yeah.
last week? I was all sounded
yeah.
like a smokery lady.
Yeah, you did. You had that that truck stop waitress voice.
Yeah, I was wrecked by the end of the show too.
Yeah.
I still like. At the end of the day, it gets a little scratchy and stuff, but I am so glad to be feeling better from the flu. That was no joke.
Yeah, that was bad. That really took you down hard too, man.
It was almost worse than my COVID experience.
Yeah.
Not yours. Your COVID experience was
pretty bad.
insane, but yes.
Pretty bad.
Flux says, I really like the low end, low mids of the model. Nice job nailing their own amp. It really has the bite too.
Thank you. Yeah, it sounds good, man. I'm happy with it, and the feel is great. I don't struggle playing this at all. There's no brittle kind of like sterile feel to it at all. The feel is awesome. It's got this really nice big fat kind of sound and feel to it, and it's got that little bit of squish like amps do. It really does. It does feel great to play.
Let's see, CS. I actually think the Tone Master Stealth sounds better than the real deal by how you have it dialed in.
Oh, well, Yeah,
I'll take compliment.
I'll take all the credit for that. It was, you know, lots of engineering. Trigonometry came in handy a couple times, and you know, all the math things flowing out of me right now. You see those memes with the math coming at you. No, it was pretty easy to do.
Tony says, rippin'. I love my EVH Stealth 100 just the same.
It's a great amp. I freaking love that amp so much.
Cody Smith thought you sounded great.
Oh, thank you, sir. Appreciate
Aiden says,
that.
what's the pedal called?
What's that?
What's the pedal called?
Oh, this is the Fender Toemaster Pro. That's what I'm playing through tonight. Yep, it's their modeler.
Flex says, I'll be excited to see how you like the TMP Uber model since you hated the twin jet.
Yeah, I did not like the twin jet at all. But yeah, I should probably dial in the Uber shell and try that in a video too.
All right, we're caught up.
For sure. Yeah, let's do another one.
How's your head?
It's, you know, if I shake my head, it means I'm checking for pain. Yeah, I mean, it seems to be, I think it might be subsiding.
Drink your water.
Yeah, we'll find out here. All right, so let's do another song. See if I can get through that one without screwing up. Okay, man, you know, I really like, where's my in-ears? There they are. I really like the chorused sound in the mix of this, like the really chorused out. Played it in a second for you guys. Unfortunately, you won't be able to hear it because I got the speakers off, but these guys will hear it. And I just think it sounds great in a mix. It's got that thick... Yeah, it just sounds incredible. I forgot how to play the rest of it, but I'm short-circuiting up here tonight. It's like weird.
CS says, after playing the Tone Master, the Uber model reacted pretty much like the real deal. Same with the Mesa Mark model.
Oh, really? Interesting. Okay.
Flux says the model really cuts through too, which can be problematic for modelers. Nice job showing us what the TMP really sounds like. I'm liking it.
Oh, cool. Thanks for commenting. I appreciate that. Yeah, the EVH with the Vintage 30 sounds great. Now, one thing I will say is what I've found so far with the unit. I haven't dug really deep into it, but I'm trying to figure out like what word to use. Measurements, or they're a little off on some things regarding like the levels of the effects. You know, like usually I have my delays up to around 35 to 45%, depending on the modeler for leads, and maybe 25 to 27% for rhythms. And on this, I have the delay at like 8% or something like that for leads, and it's super loud. And I'm like, okay, so there's definitely some things I got to adjust. And I found that the same thing could be used with the microphones too, because I put the mic right on the crease. That way I get the sweet spot of the cab. But in their virtual cabs and virtual mics, if you put them on the crease, it's pretty dark. And I'm like, I wonder if I put it right on the cone or right on the cap. And sure enough, there it was. And that's where I have the mic. It's right on the dust cap in the center, which is a huge no-no in the real world. But on this, you got to put it there to get that top end. So I think that there's just measurements or whatever that's slightly off that they need to fix. But other than that, I think it sounds good. If you proceed with that, you know, knowing that, and just measure or adjust everything accordingly, you'll be fine.
Jason Hobbs says, hi to you both. Hey, Jarrod, what do you usually set your high and low cut on the speaker cab? Thanks.
Oh, hey. How do? Good question. So basically what I do down here when I'm miking my cabs for either videos or live streams or whatever, I literally do not use a high or low cut at all. I give you guys the raw tones. There's no, because as soon as I do an adjustment on an EQ, it's processed. So I always tell you guys there's no processing. So there's literally no processing on any of the cabs that you hear on this show ever. My EQ is flat. So now on this, the low cut on the Fender Tone Master, the low cut's at 125 hertz, but there's no high cut at all. So, and what's odd too is when you first pick a cab on here, there's a high cut down to 4 hertz, and I'm like, it still feels like this. I'm like, why would you have that as your default? So, like I said, there's just things in here that I think was just like, why is that like that? And you just got to attenuate for it. And if I didn't know that there was a high and low cut there, I would just assume all their speakers sounded too dark. But you just got to look right over to the right, and there's the cut, and you're like, 4 hertz? Like, oh my God. So yeah, they take it way down. So I had to fix that. But that's it though.
Sorry, Marty5 says that solo really developed well, Jarrod. Wow.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, Marty hasn't heard my new one. I should go. All right, Marty, I'm going to play this new one for you, but well, maybe I'll play it right. I don't know. We'll see.
Don't jinx yourself.
Yeah, we'll see.
50 says,
let me grab my other guitar.
Twin Jet was a legendary video. All the others amps smashed the Twin Jet.
Yeah.
The Badlander also was blown by the smaller amps. Simply love your honest comparisons. Greetings from Germany.
Oh, thanks, man. Who's that?
50.
Oh, what's up, man? Greetings from America. And thank you for the comments. I really appreciate that. I'm going to grab my other guitar. But yeah, that's what I do here, man. I've been misled by people before, and I hate it when people mislead me. And I never want to put someone else through that. So I always try to, you know, just give you guys the truth about things so that you can make the best decision that works for you, you know? I mean, that's how I roll.
It's how I roll.
It's
I'm
how I roll.
excited that he's going to play his new song. I've been
nervous.
hearing it without the backing track, and it was super crazy and not like anything he's written before. You can definitely hear some like Jarrod-isms in it. Some of his go-to I don't even know what they're called, note selections. But when he put this with the backing track last week, he didn't even tell me he was going to do it. He started playing, and I'm like, I'm trying to make this fit into Night Terrors. I'm like, but it's not Night Terrors. My brain's like, what's happening? It's a new song, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I'm excited to hear it again. I hope you really like it.
I hope I can play it.
Tony says that delay sounded like a killer stadium effect with some sweet chorus.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'm all about the dressing up the guitar tones and getting good effects, man. I think it's imperative that you, you know, if you're going to do a solo, you should have the proper effect settings and all that. And I enjoy doing that so much. And, you know, I do it for rhythms, leads, everything. And I have dry, thank you. I have dry rhythm, you know, right here. And then I got the big crunch. My guitar's out of tune. And then the lead. So that's basically what I do. And I love dialing in stuff and making it sound huge, you know, especially for a mix.
Marty Five's waiting for your new one. He said, yeah, do it.
Yeah, I haven't been doing this one much lately. This is a...
You can't blame this on me. You brought it up yourself.
I know. This is a left-hand killer.
He was like, don't bring up the new song tonight. I'm not ready. And he tells on himself.
I told on myself. Well, the headache isn't helping. That's for sure. That's what's nice about having a headache. You can blame all your mistakes on your headache.
Marty Five says, dude breaks out a Kiesel. I have missed a lot. That's right, Marty.
Yeah, where you been, man? Come on. Got to catch up.
Jason Hobbs says, thanks. Cheers from Canada.
Oh, you're welcome, dude. Cheers from America. Bonsai.
Bonsai. Flock says, channels 2 and 3 are useless on the Savage Mark II, but channel 1 and 4 are excellent. Channel 4 is the metal channel. Oh, must be best channel ever. All 4 channels are superb on the Invader 2. Plus, I like having the depth knob.
Oh, I love Channel 4 on the Savage. It is stupid. It is so freaking good. I love, love, love that channel. But you're right. Channel 1 is a great clean. Channel 2 is a little empty and kind of, you know. And Channel 3 is weird, but I found uses for it.
I'm sorry, it's not
it's okay.
You. It's me.
It's not you. It's me.
It's the turkey that we had.
Oh, boy, did we have some turkey.
Cody Smith, do you record all your music yourself? Do you program drums or have a drummer?
I have this awesome friend of mine, TJ, who programs the drums for me, and him and I get together, and I just basically we just collaborate on, because I usually have about a 95% version of what I want for the drum beats and stuff. I hear everything in my head when I write. And then we'll sit down and program them together. And then our other awesome friend, John Thrasher, plays bass on stuff in the backing tracks. And he's a world-class bass player, amazing. And he lays down the bass for me. And I write all the riffs myself, and then I'll call TJ and be like, hey, I got this riff, and that's what Galactic Space Zombies is, this new one that I'm playing. I just came up with it one day, and I called TJ. I'm like, I'm going to put this to a click. Can you put some drums to it? And just let me start working on a solo at least, and it's just a loop. I just need a 2-minute loop to write a solo to. And then he's like, yeah. And then he came over about a week and a half ago, and then we just kind of did what version you're going to hear tonight, but it's still not finished. I'm still going to dress it up with way more stuff, keyboards and all kinds of crazy stuff, but I just needed something to play, you know, because I'm playing a lot of the same mixes on the channel.
Let's do it.
Trying to keep it fresh. Yeah. So.
There it is. The Space Zombie song.
Let me. I just got to run through a couple. All right, there was a minor. I got a little lost in the middle there for a second. You know, that's one of those songs where if you get lost, you better hope to heaven that you can find your way out of it, because it's just repetitive. It's just a repetitive riff until the stop thing, and I got lost right before that. So sorry about that, but yeah, it's getting there.
I like
Work in progress.
Can you fan it?
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Fuck says, really like the new song. Sounds great.
Thank
and
you.
Mighty Fire says, I even liked the jazz notes.
Yeah, there was definitely some jazz. That's what it was. I was using my jazz influence, and yeah, I thought that I would give that a try. I improvised, and it sucked.
Jared, have you tried the Uber model and the TMP?
Yes, briefly, and it's I'm trying to remember if I liked it or not. The one, I think it sounded decent. The one I didn't like was the Friedman. There is something really off about that one. Either I did something wrong or something, but that one is not good. So they need to address that.
Riff Wraith, where does the Kiesel rate compared to your other guitars?
Well, on a scale of beauty, it's definitely my best looking guitar. I mean, this thing is just
Except for the purple one.
Yeah, I gotta get a purple one of these. Yeah, this thing is absolutely glorious. Playability, I honestly like the fretboard radius is 20. So it's about as flat as you're going to get on a fretboard, and it's a little easier to play because of that. So I do like that as well. I like the sound of the Ernie balls better, though. They're thicker and beefier sounding. And this has the same pickups. It's got the Sonic Ecstasies in it. It might be, I've been trying to figure out what's going on with it, why it sounds great, don't get me wrong. I'm not upset about how it sounds, but I love how big and beefy the Majesties sound. But this does sound really good too. But it's really like, you know, I could go either way, but honestly, that's why I grabbed this for that song, because that song's so hard to play. I can play it easier on this guitar. This guitar is built for speed, 100%, where those are too, but this has like a 6th gear. You know, it's just, you hit that and you could just fly on this guitar. It's so easy to play. So
Jason Hobbs says, I've taken a real liking to the Wide Eddy preset.
The Wide Eddy preset?
Wide Eddy preset, yeah. Is that one of yours or no?
Is that in the TMP? Is there one in there? I didn't know. I haven't even gone through the presets. I just started building my own, but I'll have to look for that.
Bad Stop loves the Kiesel.
Thank you. I do too. I love this guitar. This is usually the guitar I grab in the morning with my coffee. I usually grab this one. It's the prettiest girl in the bunch. Yeah. If you ever get a Kiesel, get the 20-inch radius fretboard. Just get it. Trust me. You will thank me later. It is absolutely the best playing fretboard I've ever had. It's so fast.
It's 8:30, so we're just going to do a down till Cody, and then we'll say goodnight. Tony says, headache and all, sounds absolutely killer on 10.3 channel surround sound.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Thanks, man. Appreciate
Cody
that.
Smith says, if you could make a song with any famous band members, who would it be?
Ooh. Well, guys, and I think that would be an absolute riot to write with such geniuses, you know? I mean, they're like the best at what they do, in my opinion. They're freaking amazing players and writers. So I think it would be fun to write with them guys. That's who I would like to write with. And one of my favorite singers is Russell Allen. So I would love to have him sing, because that guy's voice is just...
I'll sing a duet with him.
Godlike. Yeah, and yeah, it'd be fun to see you sing a duet with him. Yeah. Yeah. That would be fun. That guy's voice is amazing, you know. So I would love to do that. So good question.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm going to give him a break. His headache is...
Yeah, it's
yeah.
Definitely giving me some trouble here. I've been telling her while we're muted, like, hey, my freaking head hurts. But, well, guys, thanks so much for joining us tonight. Very much appreciate that. Look for some content coming up this week. Tomorrow's Riffs and Responses, number 21, I think. And then I'll be doing some more stuff with the TMP and with the head rush. So I will be doing some more stuff with that as well. And if any new gear comes out, I'll be doing something with that. And I'll be keeping an eye on NAMM. So any kind. Yep, this week starting Thursday, I think. So I'll be keeping an eye out, see what's released, and then maybe I can report on that. You know, I'll put on my suit and tie. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it. And like I always say, every day is a gift.
And thanks for spending part of your gift with us. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.
Love you.